Here at McGill University, a fifth of students are Canadians coming to study here from outside of Quebec. The university's in for a big change next fall, though, as new undergraduate admissions will have to pay almost double the current tuition.
The most affordable to the least affordable for out-of-province students in the country.
Quebec says it will even the playing field. But is that true? And will it benefit the French language? We're at Concordia University, where an undergraduate arts and science student will pay about $9,000 if they're coming to study from out of province. Next year, it will increase to about $17,000. But let's compare that to the rest of the country. At Toronto Metropolitan University, for example, out-of-province students studying there pay $8,000 to $12,000. At the University of British Columbia, tuition for Canadian students is about $5,000 to $10,000. But Montreal isn't Toronto or Vancouver. The cost of living is cheaper, and that's one factor to consider. Now, some experts argue that the new tuition will better reflect the true cost of university. In other words, the government doesn't want to subsidize the education of out-of-province students anymore.
The government is not charging more than what it actually costs to study in a university program in Quebec.
So will Quebec continue to attract students? The Minister of Higher Education says prices for programs like law, medicine, or dentistry will remain competitive, but the universities say that's just not true, and the new tuitions will dissuade students from coming here.
I've called it catastrophic, and I think that's not overemphasizing the scope.
So what exactly is the province trying to do here? Well, the government partly blames international and English-speaking post-secondary students for a decline in the use of the French language. That's a claim that's supported by data from the Commissioner for the French language here in Quebec.
It's not against the Anglophones, it's to protect French.
The number of non-permanent residents living in Quebec has exploded in the last decade, according to the Commissioner. 10 years ago, Quebec had 100,000 non-permanent residents. Now it has nearly 350,000. But data from the province's immigration ministry shows they don't stay in Quebec long term. Now, of course, the government keeps tabs on how many graduates leave the province, but those figures haven't been made public yet, despite us asking. For international students, the minimum rate will also now be set at $20,000. The government says not subsidizing tuition for non-Quebecers will free up about $110 million. The government plans to redistribute that to French universities and to make Quebec more attractive to French-speaking international students. The experts we spoke to doubt that $100 million will change the playing field. Meanwhile, English universities are left scrambling late into the year, trying to pivot the way that they recruit international and out-of-province students.